Gosh, I don't know how much someone's going to
Neighbors battle for the ultimate prize in college football. A rivalry that goes back a century and a quarter. Welcome to the College Football Playoff National Championship game presented by pt1, a collision of SEC rivals, Alabama and Georgia. They have divided the #1 ranking all season long. Each of them won their semifinal games by more than 3 touchdowns.
True.
Alabama has beaten their neighbors 7 straight times. The last 4 have been Nick Saban over Kirby Smart, beginning with the championship game in Atlanta. The second, that 26 touchdown pass from Tagovailoa to Devontae Smith. The next year, in the SEC championship game, same building, Jalen Hurts off the bench breaks Georgia hearts. Last year, in the regular season, Mac Jones, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith in a blizzard.
Tom, look at this party started.
And the Tide did it again in Atlanta from 10 down. Bryce Young leading Bama back against Stetson Bennett. And that is the backdrop. 37 nights later, Smart and his former boss, Saban, are reunited with the ultimate prize. Right there for the taking. And welcome, Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit. Thrilled to be able to bring in the national championship game. It's the dynasty. Bama going for 7 and 13 years. Think about that. Versus the drought. Georgia saying, can we just have one after 4 decades? They've been the 2 best all year long.
It has been the 2 best teams all year. And I think Georgia was a step above when those 2 teams got together in Atlanta. And Alabama beats them, and now we get the rematch to decide it all.
Now they beat it because Bryce Young was superb. He cemented a landslide Heisman Trophy win by his performance against the Bulldogs. Bama's first quarterback to win it, and the 4th in the Saban era. Can he do what Devontae Smith and Joe Burrow did, back up a Heisman with a national title?
Yeah, he's been incredible to watch this year. New offensive coordinator, Steve Sarkisian left, Mac Jones left, Najee Harris. So many big pieces last year. Steve, they started over, and yet Bryce Young lit up the
game
of what an Alabama quarterback is with incredible decision-making and poise. And I don't know if we've seen in a long time from such a young man.
It's the game already.
Match Bama's offense, and with Stetson Bennett and the Bulldogs just not up to it. Bama's defense got after him and forced some mistakes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a head-scratcher because he's been so consistent with his decision-making, except against Alabama. This last year, this is a decision where you just throw it away, live for the next play, and instead he throws it back into the teeth of that Alabama defense for one of his 5 interceptions in the last 2 games. This is the 37 days ago in the SEC championship. Again, doesn't quite feel that safety. Safety to the outside receiver because he comes up, and it's a pick 6 by Jordan Battle and really clinched the game. So tonight, it's about him finding his zone. Everybody else that he started against, he's been incredible. I mean, look at the numbers. 13-1 as a starter. Defense, complementary football, handing it off, play action. But against Alabama, they negate the running game. They put it all on 13, and then they do a good job of disguising and offering a lot of issues for him with his decision-making. Hate to put it all on his shoulders, but he's got to make better decisions, obviously, tonight.
He's done some soul-searching and some tape study. He's a home state hero, Blackshear, Georgia, southern part of the state, representing all the underdogs who've been told, you're not good enough. Can he be good enough tonight?
Yeah, and this is what Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator, do. It's called 13 personnel. They have 3 tight ends. The challenge for a defense, what do you put in against these tight ends that are really receivers? Brock Bowers is as good a tight end as there is in the country. Michigan has a linebacker because the fear of them running out of that 3 tight end set. This is, I think, what Todd Monken does as well as anybody in the college game. Create matchups. James Cook often will motion out. Try to get a matchup with a linebacker without a safety over top. And if he gets it, you can assure that you're going to see Stetson Bennett take that shot, find those one-on-one matchups. But the biggest thing to me is, can Georgia play complementary football? Running, play action, playing defense. That's how they played every game. Except 37 days ago against this Alabama team.
You asked Bennett, what's he going to take? The first thing he said was, I've got to run the ball. That's right. Georgia's offense has been productive all year long. Can they get it done? It's fascinating, this rematch. Adjustments, wrinkles, what'll be new? What'll be the same? About to find out. The MegaCast is also back tonight, including the film room with Jimbo Fisher and his Texas A&M staff, plus the AT&T 5G Skycast and High Skycast channels. Also, new technology options made possible by the power of AT&T 5G with 5G connected live drone coverage outside the stadium, capturing great views all around Indy. And in addition, the always helpful AT&T 5G pylon cams. Look out for above the pylon cameras. Also also presented by AT&T 5G. Back with the national anthem and kickoff right after this.
AT&T is America's most reliable 5G network, so now it's never...
Here we go.
Can you imagine what you do if the game just cut out in the middle of the action?
I can. We would immediately start tearing out our hair and screaming at the top of our lungs.
Okay, that's very specific, like it's happened before. About an hour ago?
That's why we switched it.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown. It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure. America's most reliable 5G network.
This year, make good a resolution to join a community that knows no bounds.
That was me.
Gather with more friends, experiencing places unknown,
Well heard.
and become part of a family that knows the best adventures and things we share. Embrace
Stop
each
it.
day, knowing that no matter where you go, it'll be one you never forget.
4 times 4, I
Shop
think
and buy online with Cheap
it's 15.
eShop.
Yep.
Where right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on select 2021
16
Jeep
plus
Grand
16
Cherokee
is
models.
22.
I am the face of hope.
I am the face of our future.
I am what opportunity looks like.
I am the face of success.
The fun pack gone.
Later.
Doing great things.
Amazing things.
I am the face.
That's gonna lead people. There is hope.
I can't wait.
I
One
can't wait.
layer.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see
2
what I'm
layers.
gonna do.
Over 2 million students in Georgia have benefited from the lottery-funded Hope Scholarship and Grant Program. Congratulations to all of our Hope Scholars.
Go, dog.
Something.
All of you were there that day.
Do you know what it was?
It may have something to do with people like us.
What are you talking about?
No.
No.
That was the beginning to manifest.
You were exceptional.
Day over. New series Tuesday at 9 on CW 69, Atlanta's CW. And welcome back to the AT&T 5G pregame showcase. Here in the home of the Colts, there is no blue. We think it's about 60-40, Georgia red over Alabama crimson. Both of these fan bases travel. This is a tough ticket, tremendous anticipation with the prize at stake. Time for the anthem. And the public address announcer, John Magrino.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you would all please rise as our nation's colors are presented by a joint service color guard from the Military Department of Indiana's ceremonial unit, including Indiana and Kentucky members of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard. Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome 9-time Grammy nominee and 5-time Gospel Music Association Female Vocalist of the Year, Natalie Grant.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Let's go! Woo, 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 woo. Let's go! Miss, you want the popcorn? I got it. There we go. Huey Braves. Go, go. Julio.
Best quarterbacks ever, that's for sure.
Yeah, Georgia. Go, go.
Georgia. Bitter taste. That latest
Georgia
loss to
State
Alabama
Patrol.
their night.
Hold on, let's see if I can find my number.
To send off a celebration man
I can find my number.
in state.
Number one.
The Herschel Walker era to raise
There's number one, but that's Alabama. Yay, cheerleaders.
electric inside Lucas Oil Stadium tonight. And here come the Crimson Tide.
Move for my camera. I don't like braids. They're not braids. I mean, yeah, Alabama.
Never seen anything like it in this sport. The
Go, go.
has put on display.
Let's go! No! Go, no. Stick him, stick him.
Prevent another trophy. Looking into Kirby's face.
What's the no, no! Yeah! No! Stick him, stick him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's my number? I saw your number too. Let's see if you can saw my number.
These songs, believe.
Mine's number 85.
Kirby Smart Kirk knows
Let's
every
go, Notes!
Is we gonna have to beat him yet? The obstacle.
Please,
And he's
do not
accomplished
jump
a
on the
lot.
chair. Sit down.
Gotten past the rival Florida. He's won the SEC East 4 times. As an SEC,
Every state that you do not like,
he's
just
beat
say
Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and Michigan in playoff games. Beat Clemson in the opener. But look out.
Ha!
Coming.
Gosh, I got fun when we get the thing.
Former assistants and never lost to a former assistant.
done kicked
At
out.
Alabama State.
About to.
And A&M for giving the Tide their one loss this year.
Go!
Re-energized, refocused.
No doubt about that. Being around these two teams, I don't know if there is an edge emotionally after the way they played it.
Go, no! No, no.
Listen, mate, sit down and get quiet.
Georgia has some big people. Sawyer, Jordan Davis for the coin toss. It's an ACC crew in charge of this championship game. But Dwayne Hay is the referee.
Not that loud, son. I said let it sit. Give me that.
Congratulations on your great seasons.
Be ready. Cover your ears.
College football playoff
What?
national championship. My name is Dwayne Hay, and this is Johnny Fort of the ACC. We're honored to be here today.
Move.
You've been designated to call today's coin toss. We have a special coin today. On one side is the college football playoff logo. That side will be heads. And on the other side is Lucas Oil Stadium.
Tails.
That side will be tails.
Everybody, heads or tails?
Mr. Tails, what is your selection? Tails is called.
It's heads.
It is tails. Georgia, you won the coin toss. Georgia has won the coin toss and is elected to defer their options in the second half.
Yeah.
Alabama, you want to receive. Which way would you like to kick? Mister, which backs to here? Your backs to here?
Look, you got the Alabama.
Touch their defense and help with the football in the hands of Bryce Young. Great to have Holly Rowe and Molly McGrath on the sidelines. Holly's on the Bama side with this segment.
respect. You know, they set a lot of competitive character.
Number 85. Where's their number
It's great that
85?
they have the opportunity to play in a game like this
Probably.
against a team like Georgia.
Yeah, because it goes all the way to 99.
Your
Zero,
defense is
zero.
so about how they
Hey,
couldn't
quiet.
sack quarterback Bryce Young. Rival
Can there be a number 0?
If you don't get quiet, you're going to leave room.
No.
We're going to be aggressive. We got to get out the field on third down so we can stay fresh.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Chris Herman, back to you.
There's so much history, there's so much psychology, so many subplots. Let's hope we got one that was like the one 4 years ago in Atlanta, partner. We'll take that.
We've been calling these national championships for a lot of years. I don't know if I've ever felt this kind of energy in the building leading up to the opening kickoff as I'm feeling right now.
Really, a little bigger than Atlanta.
Yeah, this is intense. These two teams have different agendas and different motivations to get them ready to try to win this game. You see the Kobe Dean's face from Georgia when he was sitting out there for that coin toss?
Moving from the camera.
This on both sides.
Let this award winner be out there momentarily. Jake Camarda handles the punting, holding, and the kickoff duties. JoJo Earl, true freshman from Alabama, awaits at the goal line. It's a high kick, and Earl away for a fair catch.
That's kickoff, not field goal.
Here comes Bryce Young. Look at those numbers. 46 and
Help!
can they pressure? Can they get it to the
Help!
ground? They couldn't do it in Atlanta.
First quarterback to win a
No way. Incomplete.
Alabama school history.
That's the one.
Replacing Mac Jones, who had a great year last year. He's
I
off
thought
to
we
the
were
NFL.
voting. You're going to punch
Big
that.
Bryce Young take out the time this year and continue to play outstanding football for this offense. And Bill O'Brien is the new offensive coordinator this year.
Brian Robinson
Let's go.
waiting patiently for this chance to the quarterback's right.
Here we go.
He's got the football running left, and Kobe Dean meets him, but it's a solid 5-yard gain on first down.
They were backward to line of scrimmage in round one, and the SEC championship game went to BAMA, which was a surprise. The strength of Georgia is their front seven that's had mostly dominating performances.
No. Oh,
But they swarm him and
Yeah,
stop
black.
him.
Go down.
The marker, Quay Walker.
Hey,
on
go
top of
down.
it.
Come on, please, let's go.
Did round one, a lot of tempo. Not just to be aggressive with the play
You
call,
just need to go. What
but
did
to
you
try to
want
get
to
this
do?
attack with the Georgia defense on its heels, not allowing them to get their cleats set and being able to attack.
Yay!
Since mid-season, Bill's offense has been the number one on third down.
Go, go. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them.
You got
Hey, you got to sit out in front of the TV.
Drew Brees
Oh, stop him.
forced out of bounds on the far sideline by William Poole.
And they've done this all
Ow.
year, but they blitzed
Ow,
the
ow, ow.
Packers. Round one, Hammer picked it up. Brian Robinson does a
We already know,
nice job.
we already know.
Once you get it picked up, you have an opportunity to win the one-on-one matchups. Bolton, the veteran receiver against William Poole, is a win for Bama as far as the matchup. And Bryce Young
We
with the
are
time
beast.
makes it
They're
every throw.
all night doing that.
Bold in the habit of making these catches that earn first downs, did it 3 times in Atlanta. Young.
Give him, yeah. Big number 99 didn't give him, yeah.
No.
50 pounds, the ball comes out. It's Dean running for the end zone.
Touchdown, Georgia!
Good now.
Blown dead.
Let's go!
Good now.
Scoop and score! Scoop and score!
Forces the takeaway if it stands.
We don't know yet. It might have been
Bryce Young
so
trying
close.
to throw the ball to get rid of him. Shocking that the play stayed alive, but you're right, relentless effort from Jordan Davis to come up with this sack.
They caught it!
No review, of course.
Nate, out in front of the TV.
Davis wasn't sure.
Hey, damn, whenever this see the ball come
Dean
out.
was alert.
Watch Davis on the over the center, the young center McLaughlin.
You want to see that number 99 get poured out,
There's the
man.
ball, the ball's loose, the ball's
You can
loose.
see that Bryce Young, I think he
Yep,
felt the
there's
pressure and
the
he just kind of
fumble
threw
flag.
it, just almost like he threw it down because he didn't want to take a
There's
sack.
no fumble
So
flag.
he
See, there
threw
it
it
is.
down.
It went out.
Jordan Davis clamped onto his right arm. They're going to take a look at this to see if it's an incompletion or a fumble, but Kobe Dean heads up, takes it into the end zone to be sure.
That was a fumble.
We
called
it.
We called it. See, the ball came loose.
Yeah, it looks like it, but
What do you see there? What do you believe that Peter Voss, the ACC replay official, is looking at?
That's a big one, ain't it?
I see control of the ball and his hand goes
He's
forward.
running, he's
trying to pass it.
he's going good.
Impacted the
Touchdown.
throw, but I have him putting the ball forward.
So,
Absolutely
They're doing it
crucial
hey.
review here.
beat.
They passed what they said.
Stands, they take the points off the board here. Another look.
Chris, I want to show you something because I want you to watch 95 Wyatt, who looked like his head was offsides, which would have negated the play completely. It would have been a free play and a 5-yard penalty. He gets away with it. There's a no call on the field, so the play is live. But if they would have seen Wyatt, boy, he looked like he was offsides to me at the line of scrimmage in his line.
There's the key up part of this replay right here. Bill feels that he had control of the ball. The arm was moving forward when it came out of his hands.
There's Jamison Williams right there. Right there where the ball
You guys see that? Rolling on the field.
So much focus in this game.
Rolling on the field.
You got to be quiet so you listen
He's so
to the
elusive in the pocket, so
officially
effective on
called
the run.
touchdown.
Right away, they're coming after him.
Yeah, I mean, and instead of the blitz getting there, it's a 360-pound
I
nose
wish that
guard.
number 9
Jordan
get
Davis
far. That
gets
though.
there.
He didn't do nothing in that SEC game.
When he is fresh, he is incredibly quick.
Here's the verdict.
After further review, the quarterback's hand was moving forward for an incomplete pass. Second down.
Incomplete,
So
Culver.
relief. And the review takes
Mad.
teams scoop and score off the board.
Scooping scores off the board.
How about the heads-up play? Sometimes you see the touchdown passes by Bryce Young, right? We see all the plays, the Heisman Trophy performances. Don't forget the heads-up play early in this game by Bryce Young as he felt the pressure by a 360-pound defensive lineman. Instead of just giving up on it, fumbling, brings the arm forward, trying to throw to the feet of Jamison Williams.
The guy who had him in his grasp has about 175 pounds on him, maybe. And Davis, when he gets a hold of you, you don't get away. Didn't have a single missed tackle all season. So 2nd and 10. After all that drama. Georgia fans still unhappy with the reversal. On the edge, Jamison Williams gets a couple of blocks and tries to hurdle a defender. He couldn't get over Darian Kendrick, who shoves him out of bounds, but it's a first down to the Dogs' 45.
Yeah, Bryce Young has a chance to hand this off, or if he's
Right, no, they gonna win.
to the outside, he takes it. They motion the tight end. He takes it and goes up and over, but he does pick up the first down.
They're gonna win.
Using tempo, play action, sidearm pitch. As Young tried to get the ball to Cameron Latsu, the tight end coming across. The Dogs defense, that front seven, best in the country.
Best in the country, strength of the defense, led by 17 to Kobe Dean. Quay Walker's had an outstanding year in the back end. That's the question. How will the safeties hold up when they get isolated and they play man-to-man? How will the corners hold up against Jamison Williams?
Second and 10, they bring pressure again. It's picked up, and Latsu makes the catch. And the tight end muscles down near the mark. Christopher Smith stopped him about a yard short. He's third down.
You know, whether it's Latsu or you look at Billingsley, other receivers today with John Mechie out with the injury in the SEC championship game, others will have to step up and make plays. There's going to be a lot of focus from this Georgia defense on Jamison Williams, and Mechie can only sit and watch and cheer for his team tonight.
Late receiver would have had 100 catches, went down with a knee injury in that game in Atlanta. They had to make do without him and win over Cincinnati, and it turned Williams into more of a possession receiver. 3rd and 1. Pitch to Robinson. Initially, he will make the first down. Tyndall combining with Smith on the stop.
And it goes right after Kobe Dean, who's very, very good playmaker on 3rd down. Just attacks him, pitches it out, picks up just enough of a block from Billingsley there on the safety, 29, Smith. Smith gets off the block, but by then he's running downhill and picks up enough yards there on 3rd and short.
Second package gone.
Slade Bolden in the backfield. Trey Sanders, the running back, motions out far right here.
They're gonna win.
Young, pressure over the middle. And makes a quick decision and finds Bolden for 9.
And he brought
Get on my camera.
they bring in the linebacker pressure.
Move!
Receiver here.
Move!
You'll see another quick slant right behind his second.
And my camera.
And then right out of the backfield, Bolden, who you talked about, just slid while the linebackers cleared out with Harris.
Stop showing your belly. I'm recording this. It's going on YouTube. Yeah.
Have a chance to come back in the game on 2nd and 1. Sanders takes the pitch, and he'll
Listen to the sack.
near the line of scrimmage. Nolan Smith is there in a hurry.
What a play there by Nolan Smith. He's got to get off of Latu's block. So he's trying to just kind of seal that edge and force fighting through it. Not only gets off the block, but does a pretty good job of keeping it close.
Up there.
Just enough
I'm
for
not
a
doing
first
it.
down. Good effort there by Nolan Smith.
11th play of this opening drive for Bama. Empty backfield, dogs are creeping up.
See Bryce Young, he's sets the pressure here. Makes the check.
Let's go to their mat.
He escapes again. It's a downfield throw.
Thank God. I want to record this game on my tablet.
Well, you remember I said they
It's a big deal.
blitz, and it affected the protection. They show blitz here. They get pressure on the outside, but the tackle has to respect that blitz.
But that's not important. That is.
Comes down, it makes it easy.
The gymnastics is not important. The game is.
They went after William Poole a lot.
Does you want me to go back to the
He was
beginner's
targeted
class?
frequently.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Gonna play a bigger role tonight. We're starting to get game.
Just go back there.
Awareness here by Bryce Young gave that play a chance.
Is it showing this way? It's pressing right towards the TV. Okay,
Big throw.
Bring him down.
Corey Brooks, and he's spun down inside the 20. It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Paul Bryant,
Oh God.
we sat down with him yesterday. Every time we sat down with him, he just marvels at Bryce Young and his ability to process for such a young quarterback and his poise that he's played with all year.
Big play early here. Tied in the red zone. Dogs bring pressure again, and the receiver slipped and was building his
Let's
way.
go.
Who was open. He was in front of a little seam, lost his footing.
Run the ball.
Here comes the field goal team.
Oh God.
And right at the top.
Miss the.
Field goal, we win.
Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it.
He's on him, and he just
Hey.
loses his feet. Bill O'Brien thought he had the matchup that he wanted with Billingsley, who's a very talented tight end. They really has wide receiver skills. He had it matched up with
Miss
Sid,
it.
the
Miss
safety.
it. Miss it. Miss it.
See the 23 on the season, and he hammers it right through.
Oh God, Alabama. Alabama's on board. They're gonna win.
What we got?
14-play drive, tied on top.
They're gonna win.
So at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals. Aren't others doing that?
Georgia's
Or
only
saying
won
that, but
against
not really.
Alabama one time.
Like,
Now,
what if I give
four
you
decades
a
ago.
lollipop? Then I give you our best. That's not fair. At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals. And you get a choice of plans.
She said everyone.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives both new and existing customers our same best deals, like up to $800 off our most popular smartphones.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge. Everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views.
Where's my phone?
If you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Not confident about which used car to buy? Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach.
Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
At Chipotle, this is our best chorizo ever. Charred and grilled with a rich, smoky flavor. It just happens to be made from plants. Everything you love
Guys,
about
my brother's a
Chipotle,
rat.
but 100% plant-based.
Call Demetrius Johnson.
History is filled
with almost.
I don't care.
Those who almost adventured,
I'm calling
who
my
almost
phone.
achieved. Then there are others.
Where's it at?
The ones who embrace the moment and commit. They calm their minds and steel their nerves with 4 simple words, whispered since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
County Gators.
In every football season, there are moments you remember. Moments of excitement and nail-biting anticipation. Whether you're home, out tailgating, or in the stadium, AT&T has been proud to connect you to those moments that matter. And tonight, we're thrilled to present Alabama and Georgia in the College Football Playoff National Championship. Now, from all of us at AT&T to all of you across the country, let's watch some football.
Two quarterbacks took very different paths here. Stetson Bennett from Southern Georgia, Bryce Young from Southern California. He was offered by everybody, the top overall recruit. Bennett got very few quarterback offers. Came to Georgia as a preferred walk-on. Very soon with the glasses. Then went to Jones County Junior College of Mississippi to get some playing time. In his second year, Bryce Young put him in the Heisman Trophy, second year out of high school.
Yeah, Stetson Bennett is just an incredible story. The fact he's standing right where he is, competing to win a national championship against Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a wonderful kid. So much fun to see him talk of poison. But he went a little bit more the traditional path to Alabama.
And Bennett, for a guy who's listed at 5'11", might be about 5'9", has a lot of swag for a smaller guy, has a tremendous amount of belief in himself, and the performance against Michigan was tremendous.
I mean, again, I think it was back to being Stetson Bennett, Todd Monken as the offensive coordinator. They were running the football. They were hitting quick passes, getting the ball out of his hands, quick, and a lot of yards after the catch. Let's see how they get started here against Alabama.
How much help can they get from the running game? Zamir White.
The Georgia
in the backfield, they faked it to him. Bennett pressure on the rollout, and he's going to be sacked immediately. Chris J. Harris got there, and it's a big loss.
Christian Harris is assigned to Stetson Bennett back here in case the action comes away. Watch his discipline to stay back off of that. You're talking about a linebacker who's a corner and a wide receiver in high school. Tremendous athletic ability. Bennett can move. He's got wiggle. But Harris makes a heck of a play to start the defensive time defense.
He sure can, but he's been hard to sack. He's only been sacked 9 times, but 3 of those were in the first game against Bama. After the 14-yard loss, Georgia way behind the 6 here.
Prior to the ball being snapped, delay game, disconcerting signals, defense, number 10, clapping, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Toe, the transfer from Tennessee, trying to induce a false start, instead draws the penalty himself.
Yeah, it's amazing the referee with his crowd noise can hear that, but you can see him clapping to your right, middle linebacker, Toe, right there. Officials on top of it. They immediately jumped in on top of that, and Georgia picks up 5 yards back after that big loss from the sack.
Defensive guys say, I'm just trying to signal, and if he used the defensive signal caller out, so they say that's not a penalty.
Yeah, but you see he's doing it right now. He's still trying. He's the kind of the liaison between the sideline and the field.
And escapes. And open field just dropped the ball and bounced.
We got it back! We got it back!
But a jittery Bennett, very lucky not to lose the ball there.
But when Alabama goes man, watch the linebackers immediately where they go. Boom, they're gone. So now Bennett, who told us yesterday, I have to run today. I have to
He
run
fumbled
today.
it!
When we drop back to throw because the man-to-man. He tries to do too much in the end, and how fortunate is he that ball bounced right back up into his chest.
Turn 5!
Near turnover so far. Sets up a third and makeable. They need 5. Play clock at 5. And he's got to hurry. Just, did he get it off? Nope. The clock was right at 0, and Kirby did not get the timeout call. Clearly a lot going through Bennett's head at the moment, Kurt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think first drive, Big sack, way behind the sticks. Big scramble.
3rd and 10.
First third down against a Nick Saban, Pete Golding defense. Yeah, there's a lot going through his mind right now. So much emotion in this building. So much at stake for both these teams.
Gotta get the heart rate down. Flush out some of that adrenaline. Now it's 3rd and 10. Ty brings some pressure. Bennett flushed.
Just throw the ball.
And just flips it short. It's incomplete. And McConkey was way short of the mark, but anyway, and here comes the punt team.
Yeah, big question tonight with Joe Allen, one of the starting corners. Armour Davis, the other. You see Jackson, who's a junior transfer this year. Very talented player, but new to the scheme. He played last week against Cincinnati when they had some injuries. He's starting tonight. It's a big factor in this game and does a nice job in coverage on McConkey there on that 3rd down.
Punting it up. Yep, we are.
Is an elite punter. An invite to the Senior Bowl. It could be a weapon. And that's an excellent boot. Driving Slade Bolden all the way back inside the 20 where he makes a fair catch. So possession 2 for Bryce Young and the Tide. A long march for a field goal. Back to work. 3-0.
Paycheck, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days
Oh,
early.
I know.
That's another reason banking with Capital One
No,
is the
they ain't.
easiest
No, they
decision in
ain't.
the history of decisions. Even
Well,
easier than this.
Well, honey, which one are you going to open up
They're
first?
only for the first possession of the game. A little bit nervous.
Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
It's time for electric. Turn into lightning.
Ain't gonna be no Alabama fan.
An electric truck.
I'm gonna be an Alabama fan.
That
Hey,
can
no
help
Alabama fans in this house. Go.
be.
Daddy's up for more things. We're fine, but Alabama, go. Alabama sucks.
Fully electric.
And that starts with A, and Alabama is a state, not a city.
There's my little nephew. He looks more like Dad every time I see him. Dad's old. Right. So your message said you wanted to talk about insurance. I said I want you to talk about insurance. Well, most people know that bundling home and auto saves you money. But did you know that new customers who bundle and save at Progressive can save an average of $800? Sleeping baby. I love you too.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right level of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Who that is? Watch no audio.
Bell and the proven formula of Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
And Stilling's Dogs got a couple of touchdowns from Herschel Walker, won the championship over Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. The legend is here, age 89. Still very much a part of that Georgia program. Kirby Smart says he sees him around all the time. It's going to take more than 17 to win tonight, though, probably.
Yeah. Field position, big factor in this football game. And 55 net there for Georgia with that fair catch.
Young, 5 of 9 of the opening possession. There are 4 different receivers.
Big six.
And this is Jameson Williams. Tracked down behind the line of scrimmage by William Poole. And
Alabama on 14 plays, I would say close to half of them have been to the edge. They clearly tried to defense and trying to make those linebackers have to flow to make plays outside.
2nd and 11 across the middle. It's Williams making the catch. The man who victimized the Dogs with 2 long touchdowns in the line. Takes a first down.
And this time the linebacker works to the outside. One-on-one for Jamison Williams, and catch radius outstanding on the high ball.
15-yard gain and tempo again. Robinson stopped at the line of scrimmage by Smith.
Just to remind people, in that first game, tempo became a factor. It not only helped create some tempo and some rhythm, it really impacted Georgia and their strength up front. It tired them out. They were fatigued much of the game.
Again to Bolden. He's got the ball across the 40, shorter than Arthur. The Dogs started running in the morning. They dedicated themselves to improving their stamina and their fitness after that game. We'll see if they run after tonight.
Watch that game. I think everybody was shocked to see the Georgia defense. It was just mauling everybody. It looked like they had ankle weights on compared to how they'd been normally playing. And it had a lot to do with conversions on 3rd down and tempo. They just couldn't get off the field.
To that point, that makes this one important. 2nd and 3. Williams in motion. Young gets it to Bolden.
No!
He's not going to get there. Lower seeding came flying in.
Let's go!
And the time goes 3 down.
And it broke the linebacker pressure.
I'm talking about!
Right in the middle here, right to the outside. But Lewis Seedy does a great job of following this to the outside. In position, comes up there and makes the tackle on Bolden. Also the pressure. How many times did we see Bryce Young falling back, throwing off with his foot, back foot, fading away in that SEC championship game?
Alabama.
Make one first down. The Dogs rise up and do get off the field.
Let's go, 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 go. Everybody!
Stetson Bennett has calmed down a bit for an opening possession. Dogs go back to work. 3-0 Bama.
Why does everybody get mad when everybody gets in the front of the TV?
I'm getting sick of the endless.
That's why. What are you going to do with that? What is this, guys? What is this?
Touchdown, Georgia! Georgia has won the championship! Down low! Intercepted! Georgia's down, it's a fumble! Georgia has
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Junior with piping hot small fries, 4-ounce crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small drink. Can you believe you get all this for only $5? The $5 Your Way meal only at Burger King.
From the grassy fields where we play, the undiscovered
the
depths,
fumble!
from labs, classrooms, and boardrooms, to waterways, forests, and farms around the world. From a safer future in cyberspace to orbiting our planet in outer space, you can feel the Bulldog Nation's impact everywhere you go. It all starts here at the University of Georgia. But where it goes, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah! Bad week to be in film.
Let's see what she knows about someone upstairs. Chef's 3, 2, 1,
Yes.
What you watching? Discovery Plus with 60,000 episodes and all my favorite genres. What else would I be watching?
It's very specific. There's something for everyone on Discovery Plus. Stream for just $4.99. Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and
Intercepted!
filled with more power to crush new terrain. Find Max. Twice the range to take on the city. opportunity awards.
A&T!
Get ready to be at onewheel.com.
I can see some of her stuff.
The College Football Playoff National Championship is presented by AT&T. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And in part by Taco Bell. And the proven formula of Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
Chilly and Indy, 20 degrees with Goodyear providing the aerial coverage. Anything can happen as long as you have the drive. Goodyear, more driven. Time
Watch me miss this. Come on, pause if I don't miss it.
On the punt, so Georgia
Come on, pause if I
takes
don't
over
miss it.
at the 25. Shaky.
Pause it.
I can't pause it. This is loud.
You can pause it too.
He's very wary of as a runner and a pass catcher tonight.
And you see Will Anderson Jr. there getting involved. We were talking in the break there about Georgia. There's been so much build up and hype about this game. Watch him get off this block. Everybody wants to talk about him as a pass rusher, and I get it. I mean, he's had 17.5 sacks. I mean, what blows you away when you really watch him is how physical he can be and how heavy-handed he is in getting off blocks and being involved in the run game.
Thirsty.
Also does a pretty good job of that, but I get you. Takes a handoff, trying to get the edge with the long.
How about Christian Harris?
Nova.
Defense. Another guy getting off of the block. His man
way over there.
They're pulling the center in their large left guard, Schaefer, 163. Tries to lock up on Harris. He hits it back. But Harris's awareness and just his heart not giving up on the play. No yards.
Third and long again, Dogs. Need 9 to avoid a second 3 and out.
Just throw the ball! Just throw it! Take it!
3 and out. 3 and out.
Tried to work the ball back to Jermaine Burton.
He got pressure. Sometimes you don't have to come up with a set. You just get pressure, and you're able to work to the inside or outside. You just find a matchup you can win, and that's what he does. See that? I mean, he doesn't get this sack. He gets around Erickson, but you make the quarterback, Stetson Bennett, now all of a sudden he's got to get to the outside. He only has one receiver out there. He's got nowhere to throw the ball. He just throws it away.
Anderson says it brings him great joy to sack a quarterback. Not quite as joyful to chase him and harass him, but very effective nonetheless.
That's as impressive on a third down as coming up with any kind of play.
First book is 55. This one not quite
Is that on camera? What's this red thing in my way? Oh, milk.
Mere speed at the corner. He was down there right in his face.
44-yard punt.
Fair catch interference. Number 9, kicking team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's a simple mental mistake, but giving Bryce Young 15 yards better field position to get at the 45, it's a costly one.
We don't follow the herd. Never have. Never will. Because those who build the future unfound they forge the way forward on a path of their own. And just when you think the dust has settled, we're here to kick it right back up again. The all-new, all-electric 2021 Mustang Mach-E is here.
Competition for this house is fierce.
Relax. You got a team to help you.
Little mini game football.
You have a home line edge.
Commercial time.
Verified approval from Rocket Mortgage verifies your income,
I'll receive
credit,
it.
and assets all up front, putting you ahead of a regular pre-approval and letting sellers know you're serious.
Hike.
Let's do this.
Cut. Down with the car.
Private market Rocket Camp.
That duck is fired up.
Hunt off.
John's gold.
Just a little bit to differ.
I assume we're 50-50, right? What? You get 10%. That's me being generous. Wow.
I have no idea who you partnered with.
The fumble again. George only covers his midfield. Fumbles it again. Recovers.
How are they going to get them out of here?
Uncharted.
What is that thing on your face?
Puberty's right around the corner, kids. You can grow your own exclusively movie theaters.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not.
Touchdown.
I know, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
You're my receiver. Catch.
Yeah, it turns out you guys give everyone great rates.
I'm aware.
Touchdown.
Well, then how come this entire time we've been calling it the Patrick price?
I've literally never called it that.
You call it the Rogers rate, which is cool. But it's a pretty inaccurate name when Stevie gets it too.
We offer great rates to fit anyone's budget.
You should just say that next time.
First time I heard about it.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Wild finish to the regular season last night, and then the playoffs begin next weekend. See the Peyton Manning statue outside Lucas Oil Monday the 17th. ESPN
was recovering the
first
fumble.
ever Super Wild Card Weekend. Monday Night Fight.
After a big play, the punt was recovered by the kicking team. And received from the kicking team. Fumbled it and out of bounds. Therefore, it is Alabama's ball. First and 10.
A good field position at the 45.
Smart is thinking the way this game has started. Last thing he wanted is his defense to get tired again. They've been on the field now 19 snaps in this game, in this first quarter. Georgia's offense, 2 3 and outs, just 6 plays. That trend. Bill O'Brien calling 14 pass plays for the first 19. Similar to the game plan of the first meeting. Very different.
No, that's too many words.
A lot of quick stuff to the outside.
These receivers stacked to the right. And Sanders running back to the boundary and hit hard. Slammed down by Clay Walker and Seed.
And Lewis Seed comes up. He's known as a thumper and safety. Gets downhill in a hurry. Watch 16 lower his shoulder. Bang, right there. Gets lower than the ball carrier Sanders. And again, it's a big trend in this game. Another third down for both these teams. Let's see what Young can do.
It's 6. Pressure on the run, the low throw. Exactly what the Dogs wanted to do. Walker influenced the low throw. And the Dogs get off the field.
You know, Georgia's known as a man-to-man team when they bring pressure, but instead of bringing it, they drop. They end up dropping and playing zone. I think they caught Bryce Young by surprise. The backers settle in. None of the crossers are working. By the time he figures out you see the pressure by Trayvon Walker and Clay Walker both getting into it.
Young took a hard hit. Walker then landed on top of him.
Do not be in front of the TV.
I only did that during commercials.
Jackson, another fair catch. Dogs backed up inside the 10. AT&T 5G Skycam zooming around over this field. Todd Monken is an excellent play caller. Has yet to get things in a rhythm. Has to get Bennett settled down. Has to find a way to
What was the difference? I don't think they feared Michigan's front, and they did what they do. They run the ball and they play action to Bowers, right? So tonight, do you sense they're a little bit cautious at the line of scrimmage? So you want to put it all on Bennett's back. Why can't Bennett do it? It's more about where's the running game? Why can't they run the ball?
Zamir right. Center section to the middle. And he comes out late, right in the middle of the pit.
Oh, God.
5 possessions in this business. Basically.
No. Stop.
Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face. Offense. Number 54. Half the distance. To the goal. First down.
No, whoa.
6 minutes before you brush your teeth.
I'm watching this entire game.
I don't think so.
No, it's a school night.
Oh.
Taking your brushes.
He had his hands right on the face mask and pushing his head back. It was just to the side. But it does push Georgia back.
This is big man. This is nasty stuff down there.
Oh.
Keep us down to 2. We'll go now.
First and 14. That's Bowers who comes in motion. And White is a physical runner. Gets those pads north and south. Goes straight ahead out to the 10.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously it's hard to run the ball against this Alabama defense. They're physical up front. Their defensive linemen eat blocks. They free up their linebackers. They're moving. They're slanting. It's tough on the communication of the offensive line. I'm just saying, your DNA is your running game and your play action game. So it's hard to run this offense if you can't get the running game going. This might be a game you have to hit some quick throws to be able to get back to the run game.
Bennett took a look for Bowers, fires it across the middle, and he says another tight end. Again, they call it Big O, Darnell Washington, and it's the first down for Georgia.
And he is such a big option at 6'7". Give him an option route. Watch him work to the inside on toe-to-toe and then back outside. Good read by the quarterback and the tight end, sensing the leverage to the inside and then work back out to the outside. There's nothing better for a quarterback who's still trying to find his footing in this game than throwing to a tight end at 6'7".
And it goes about 280. 3 tight ends in the ball game now. And they fake it to Bowers. Here's a downfield shot. George Pickens, a diving catch.
Yeah.
The elite receiver has waited a long time to make a play like that in the big game.
When he gets matched up against Kool-Aid McKinstry, it's the matchup we wanted to see to the left. He gets inside of him. Safeties are caught up on the crosser, so it's one-on-one. What a throw by Bennett to put it up into the air to give Pickens a chance to get separation and then go get the ball and lay out and then turn his body to protect the ball from hitting the surface.
ACL this spring, it's been a tough rehab. He hasn't been 100%, but when he is, he's dangerous. And now that's the top receiver for Georgia. The freshman from Napa, Brock Bowers, who muscles down to the 20. Dogs have come to life suddenly.
And a big play like that, you get back again to your bread and butter. What an effort here by Pickens. Not just to catch it, but because he turned his body, he was able to hold on to that football. If he doesn't make that extra effort of spinning and getting that ball in his stomach, that ball probably hits the surface and comes out.
Yeah, just 4 catches for 55 yards. They've been waiting and hoping to get him back. He's got to feel comfortable in that knee and his cutting ability and his speed, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's incredible that he's back out here.
Final minute of the first quarter. And ball start up front.
False start. Offense. Number 69. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The second team All-American left tackle, Jamari Sawyer.
Really, he battled through some injuries, been the most consistent offensive lineman up there, become the leader. It's a little bit early there, trying to reach.
And he's been asked about the losses to BAMA, the trouble in the trenches. He says you can't hide from the truth. You just got to change it. Trying to tonight. Winding inside of 10 seconds in the quarter now. First and 15. And they hand it off in heavy traffic. They just couldn't move. Big TJ Dale out of the way, couldn't they? So BAMA gets 3 on their first possession. Dogs trying to answer. End of the first quarter in Indy. Watching the College Football Playoff National Championship game. Presented by AT&T.
I'm a fancy exercise bike newbie, and I've gone from 0 to obsessed in like 3 days. Woo! After riding 12 miles of nowhere, I'm taking pt1. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, You could be working out a way to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Wow, we're crunching tons of polygons here.
What's going on? Where's Regina?
Hi, I'm Ladonna. I invest in Invesco QQQ, a fund that gives me access to NASDAQ 100 innovations like real-time CGI.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
Become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and more. And prospectus at Invesco.com.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
What you do every day matters. At Alabama, it's our process that yields legendary results. This is where ideas forge innovation, dreams unleash opportunities, and contenders become champions. How far do you want to go? The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Set for the second quarter, Alabama up 3-0. CFP National Championship game presented by AT&T. There is the prize at stake here. Alabama's got 3 of those beauties in the playoff era. Last time Georgia won, Georgia looked very different. Black. Black, nearly as shiny and fancy. I'd love to get one of those. Promising possession here. Given it 69 yards, 2nd and 14. Tied down the line. Bennett flips it across the middle, and it's the first for Bowers. He's knocked down after a short game.
If you're a Georgia fan, you're sitting at home saying, okay, all right, they're getting the big fella more involved here. We're starting to see 19. We didn't see him in their first few drives, and now they're starting to try to get his hands on the football. If you're not familiar with Georgia, their strength of this team is their running backs, the depth at running back, the versatility, how they move around, and the tight ends are as good as anybody you'll see in the country.
He's been a tremendous tight end at yards after the catch. Couldn't get free there, and so Bennett faces a 3rd and 9. Last time, ball out quickly.
Look.
Makes a man miss and speeds down. 1st and goal, Georgia.
The best thing about that is Todd Monken gave him a play where he can get the ball out fast. Watch, 1, 2, 3, pitch, ball out. That way you don't allow Will Anderson and company to get to you.
James Cook in the game. He's got the football on 1st and goal. Runs right into Clark Miller, and DeMarco Hellams came around the corner.
Yeah, it's tough sledding against this scheme and what they do. They'll take away. The linemen can't climb up to the backers, get the safeties involved. Even Stetson Bennett told us yesterday, man, we get down inside the 10. It's just tough with the way they play. Look for the big tight end. We saw it in the SEC championship game. You know it's coming, and you still have a hard time matching up with it because he's 6'7". Now, I don't know if they go back to it, but it sure looked good when in Atlanta when they hit it for an early touchdown.
Washington's to the slot to the right. Bowers slot left. Empty. Bennett lofts it up. It was Bowers. He just could not work to the back of the end zone. Couldn't get past Hellams.
Yeah, both these guys are tough matchups for safeties or linebackers. They have Hellams on him now, who's a great player, but he's undersized in comparison to the big young freshman tight end.
But they say, how do you plan? Get your hands on Bowers at the line of scrimmage. Jam him.
Yeah, well, that time he was off. It was Hellams 6 stayed back, almost anticipating that he might be trying to go to that kind of alley-oop fade there.
Kenny McIntosh in the game. It's Pickens set off to the left with single coverage. Bennett tries to get there with his feet, and he'll be stopped short at the 5. Will Anderson wouldn't let it happen. Bennett took a quick peek, Kirk, and then trying to get home, but no chance really.
You can see he has it in him. He's been drilled. We need your legs on third down. We're not going to turn
Put them in there. That's where I got them teeth.
He's an athletic guy that's got wiggle. He can make some positive yards, but Alabama, to their credit, they squeezed Georgia after that big pass.
Come on, Georgia. I really hope I got that on my...
25 this year. This from 24 yards.
Good.